Euro USD. The whole thing today or from last week um is due to what I've been teaching you guys, which is failure swing and toss. Um, so today I talked about bias from the yearly, and some of you did your assignments, some of you were too busy. I won't say you were lazy, I'll say maybe you were too busy because most of you are working. So it's fine. Uh, okay. Now all right. So this is how I take trade after seeing my bias on the higher time frame, the weekly or the monthly, but I prefer to use the weekly. So now this is how I take trade uh, uh, from. First of all, I want to correct something, and the thing is, when it comes to trading, okay, when it comes to trading, it's never difficult. We are the one that makes it difficult for ourselves. You get me now? We make things difficult for ourselves. That's because we learn from different persons. We try to uh, complicate things for ourselves, which is very bad, right? Very, 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 very bad. We are not supposed to do such. You're supposed to just stick to one particular thing that you back tested. All right. If it's not consistent, then keep looking for uh the model that is consistent so you can stick with it and trade it. Okay. So most of us, you still doubt the model even after seeing it working. Right? You still doubt it. It's normal. It's not a big deal for me because I've been tested in, and yeah, I've seen it work. And I love um those of you that you went backward and start analyzing. I love it. Now there is something which I personally call it candle relation. All right. The way these two pair relate with each other. How do you know it's time for a reversal? How do you know where to look for trades? Right. So now you all see my trades. You see, I don't really have this TP stuff. I don't use take profit. That's because I follow the trend basically. I just go around taking trades. So once I spot a reversal, I close my other trades and take the next movement. Right? It's not that difficult though. It's just you sitting with the chart and understanding how it moves. It's like my day-to-day job is the only thing I do. I don't do any other thing apart from trading, right? So for those of you that work, you have a job, you have a shop, a grocery shop, you sell. You might want to just have a target like 3 hour, 5 hour, six. But someone like me, I'm a full-time trader, right? I don't work for anybody 247. I'm at home, traveling, just there. So I have more time. It's like a privilege though. I have time for the chats. Okay. But if you can sacrifice your time, though, it's good, right? It's good. So let's go straight to how we take trades. Now, from the beginning of the year, now this is another explanation, right? Now, when you are seeing an SMC, or let me call it a failure swing, now both pair must tap into a key level. Both pair must tap into a key level, right? So the turtle soup is already taking out old high, which is also a key level. Now, every part of the market, every point in the market is a key level. Every point of reversal is a key level, right? Every point of reversal is a what? A key level. Now, what do I mean by that? The ability of price to tap a high or a low, right? And the other pair is not tapping or is just tapping a little. They are all SMT. Now, don't subject SMT to only highs and lows. That's very wrong, right? That's very wrong. SMT is not for only highs and lows. SMT is for both external liquidity and internal liquidity. And that's the two types of key level we have in the market, which is the external is highs and lows, just highs and lows, right? So if price disrespect an external liquidity, then it changed to an internal liquidity. Like for example, price took out a high, broke the high without rejecting from that high, and retested that high. That high has automatically becomes a breaker, and a breaker is an internal liquidity, right? So how do you know um, SMT? This is the advanced way to understand SMT, right? So you look at both pair, you look how deep and how shallow they react into a key level. You look if it's the body or if it's the wick. So you have to understand the relationship between two of them, like the Euro USD and the GBP USD. You have to understand if you really love to trade the crypto, you love to trade the crypto pair like the Solana, Euro USD, sorry, Ethereum. Like you have to sit down with these three pair and understand how they relate. You don't just go around and take the same knowledge about turtle soup. Now I'll be very truthful to you because you guys are my students, right? I won't lie. I won't hide anything from you. Now, you don't just take Romeo's turtle soup or Romeo's CRC and just fly straight to GBP Chef or Euro JPY or USD card and start trading in the same way he thought he used Euro USD, right? Now he most of the time he used S&P and Euro USD to teach Turtle Soup and CRT, right? Now, if you are to trade it exactly the way he's teaching it, then you must use the pair he's using to teach, which is the Euro USD and GBP USD most of the time, 90% of the time. But if you want to try the Turtle Soup and the CRT on another pair, then first of all you have to sit down with that pair first of all. You can't just see the model. Now you might see the model, you might see turtle soup. Oh, this turtle will look so clean, starting from a key level, taking out a previous yearly high or previous monthly high. This is the opening of the candle. Are you expecting bearish move for the next 4 weeks or for the next 5 weeks, right? Now, if that fails, then you say, oh, CRT is fake, turtle soup is fake. It's a lie. That's because you have not even sat down with the pair and understand it very well. Okay, this is how they do their own turtle soup because it's another firm entirely. They have another strategy, they have another plan. It's just like two companies, right? They are shareholders. Now, the way Apple company operates is not the way Nike company operates, right? Even though they are both companies. Okay, let me use phone company now. Like the Samsung company and the iPhone company, they don't make the same money and they don't have the same strategy of selling. Now for iPhone, they bring out new phones every time, hyping the phones. Meanwhile, all iPhone are just the same, right from the 12, 13, 14, 15, everything is just the same. It's just recently we now have dynamic island stuff like that from the 14, right? Now for Samsung, they improve more. in their speed, in their screen, and all those stuff, right? So they have different pattern, they have different strategy, all right, just to keep people purchasing and patronizing their products. The same way with all these pairs, because they all run on money, they all run on finance. So for the GBP USD and the Euro USD, right, there's how they relate with each other. They move in the same direction, but they don't react to key level the same way. So once they are doing the same thing, now that's a suspicious move, which means they are trying to, deceive people in. People that don't really understand how it works, trying to deceive them and put them in. Right? Now you go to the crypto space, the Bitcoin, the Ethereum, the Solana, right? Now you have to sit down with it first of all. Okay, how do these people operate? Then I can now put myself in that their shoe and trade like them too. Right? So first of all, understanding that pair that you are trading is not all about having a model or having a strategy, or because you've watched all Romeo's video on YouTube, right? Or maybe you joined his mentorship. No, it's not about that. There are a lot of persons that have texted me that they are one of CIC member that they are still in the Telegram group till now, but they are not even learning anything, right? It's not that Romeo did not teach; he taught them. I'm a living testimony of his videos. You know, those videos really helped me to this level I am now. But some persons, they see the video as trash. He didn't teach anything. He's just there ranting, right? That's because they didn't pay attention. They just start pattern trading it. Now a lot of you pattern traded this model too. You pattern traded this model, so you saw a buy, you sell. You saw a sell, you buy. Because you are seeing two type of failures and thoughts. Okay, I don't know the one I will take, I'll buy, or I will sell. You are confused, right? Now, this is how candles relate with each other. We have different scenario, different scenario. Now, the first one is when candle is closing on the other pair and the other one is weakening, right? For example, let me expand this. For example, this is one, right? Now, on GBP price closed below the previous candle, right? While on the other pair, it weakened the candle, right? The same candle, not different candle, the same candle. All right. Now, this is the first type of candle relation. Now you can see the relationship between both of them. Now they are both moving in the same
Sorry,
direction. Now they are
Jesus,
in
I
bears.
can't see your screen.
You can see the screen. Can you hear me?
I mean your chat. I can't your chat.
Really? I'm actually sharing my screen. Can you see the lobby?
Yeah, it might be from his network, but
But everyone is seeing my chat.
I can see your screen. Maybe you should leave and join again.
Okay. So now who is joining now? Look at these late comers. Okay. Now this is the first one. Write it down. This is the first type of reaction you want to see if you are to expect a reversal. And observe that I'm on the weekly time frame, right? Now, price is also fractal, right? Price is also fractal. So you can also use it on the daily. These people are just stressing me. I won't be adding any other person again. So this is the first one, right? And now This is the second one. The depth at which price swept to key level. Now look, you can see, right? Now on the other pair, on yeah, this is GBP USD. So on GBP USD, price swept this low very deep. This was last year low, right? So 2024 low. Price dug deeper into that low. Why on this one it was not that deep, right? So the length was different, right? Now that's the second one. So the depth at which price reacts to a key level. Now I don't just call it this a low, I call it a key level. So you don't isolate this a low, right? It's also a key level. A low is an external liquidity. And this one, let me use. Okay, look at another scenario. This, right? Close very deep into the high. Close a little. Just took out the high a little. Then formed the wick above, close above at this point. You can see it. All right. Now we have the other one, which is this. Took out this high, but on the other one, uh, failure swing. Now, the ability at which price is not take out a high is not called SMT. The whole process here, price is taking out this high, price is not taking out. The whole process is called SMT, not only for this failure swing here. Okay, so I want you to have the real knowledge of it, not just what everyone is saying online. Okay, so that's how it works. And also, we have body SMT. Now, I will leave that to you guys to go and look for it. This is not where now both of them might take the high, but one of them, the body is higher than the other. Okay, as body SMT, go and look for it. Go and train your eyes and understand what I'm trying to ask. I won't give you an example. You're not here to be spoon fed, you are here to learn. Okay, so I won't give an example. Go and look for it. If you are wrong, I'll still teach it in the next class. I just want you to find the answer first. Now, I want to correct you again on something. Before you ask me a question, find the answer first by yourself. This journey, you are alone. Okay, there's a lot of answer online. If if you are smart enough to see it, right? So there are a lot of answers, there are a lot of information online. If you are smart enough to see it. All right. So before you ask me any question, make sure you've already looked for the answer. Maybe you couldn't get the answer then. You can now come for proper question and answer from me. Then I will now break it down for you. But at least I'll have that mind that okay, you've tried to look for an answer, but since you're not getting it, then you have to come to me. Okay. So the last one is how price react to key level. They are all key level, but this is another scenario. This is another block here. One on this other one. This one is the other block. So price took out the whole low of the other block. Buy on this one, tapped the other block. So this is how price react to key level, especially the fair value gap. So common with the fair value gap. Now you can also you don't use it with only fair value gap where price is filling the whole fair value gap and on the other page just tapping the fair value gap. Now That's wrong. You don't use it for lift value gap. You use it for any type of key level. You use it for order block. You use it for breaker. You use it for highs and lows. You use it for external and internal liquidity. That comprises of everything. Now let's go straight to entry, because that's what I promised you guys to. I'm going to be teaching today. So how would you have taken a trade from this point, right? From this point. But first of all, let's mark all the key level reaction, the candle relation. Then we go to lower time frame and look for an entry. How would you have scale up from the beginning of the year till date, right? And this is how it goes. So I'll put a vertical line on this one first. Second entry was this one, right? This. Okay. So let me just draw it out. Everything. Then the second one. Okay. This one. Okay. This is let me remove this. Okay. Hold on. Same fair value gap was filled the other day. And also this. And you can see the routine, right? See how I'm doing it. And let me do it. Let me do it from here. I like it to be single candles. All right. So let's go straight to this second one. This one. No, let's use this one. Since we are bullish, um, which one am I gonna use now? Okay, let's just check for these ones. Okay, let's go to the lower time frame. Let me put a vertical line on it too. Um, This. This. And yeah, let's use this one. This one. This one also. Right. This one also. Close double. Hmm. Okay. This one. All right. So let's go to the lower time frame from there. I mean, it's 30 minutes. All right. So now this is the first one. Now with the knowledge of the weekly profile. Okay. Now there's a secret I will tell you guys. Hmm? It's not even a secret. Okay. Now once you see a failure swing and a total soup on the lower time frame, now you know some of these traders they don't really go to the lower time frame. They don't really value SMT on the lower time frame. Okay. They say the higher time frame SMT is the best. But they don't know before an expansion, there is either a turtle soup or an SMT. Hmm? Now, as someone then when I was trying to just discover something, let me just discover something that works. All right. So I was so desperate and I was so obsessed with um discovering something. So I was like, since everyone is just saying there should be an SMT before an expansion, or there should be a failure, sorry, a turtle soup. So I was like, what if we have both? What if one of the pair or one of the correlating pair has turtle soup, then the other one had SMT? Now both of them are having it, right? So yes, there should be an expansion for sure. There should be a reversal for sure. There should be a retracement for sure. There should be a move, a very good move from that point, right? Since the only thing that push price is either turtle soup or SMT. So I said, okay, let me start back testing this. What if I see a turtle soup here and a SMT on the other one, or I see SMT on the other one and I see turtle soup there, right? Then I could be able to take trade, and it must happen during key time. So now I was not conscious of time. Then I was like, oh, I've discovered this. Now for me not to pattern trade it, because now once you discover something and now you now start pattern trading because it works, that's where it gets it wrong. So for me not to pattern trade, I had to add it up with time. Right then, I don't even know who is Daye. I don't know who is Daye. I've never watched any of his videos. Some of you are asking, many people are like, you use quarterly theory. Are you one of Daye's students? No, I've not even watched any of his videos. Right, but for those of you that really want to watch it, it's good. Right, everyone has the information. I don't bash anybody. I don't tell anybody they are teaching rubbish. No, if it's good, then watch him. Right now, I how did I know about this quarterly? Now, I'm that kind of person. I'm a critical thinker. Yes, I just love it to think straight and think out of the box. All right. So first of all, Romeo said before an expansion there should be a total super and SMT. Then I said, okay, let me merge both of them together and look for it on correlating pairs. Then another thing, when I discovered that the year is divided into four, right, into quarters. So I was like, okay, if the year is divided into quarter, right? Year is one candle. Then the monthly should be divided into quarters. The quarter of the year, right, should be divided. Now, for how am I gonna put it? Okay, so now for the quarter of the year, we have 3 months for every quarter, right? For the year, 3 months for one quarter, and we have four of it. Now, for each quarter of the year, it has its own quarter, which is 2 weeks, 2 weeks each. Now, for those weekly, right? For those weekly, now it has its own quarter, which is Monday to Friday. Now, Monday also has its own quarter, right? Monday has its own quarter, Tuesday has its own quarter, right? Which is the sessions, New York session. Now, New York session has its own quarter, right? London session has its own quarter. PM session also has its own quarter. Asia has its own quarter. So I was like, wow, if it's like this, then since they said price is fractal, so everything about it should be applicable on the lower time frame. I was like, okay, no problem. That's where the work started. That's when it becomes interesting to start backtesting and to start, studying. So if you don't think and you expect yourself to study the charts, you will end up closing your laptop or your pad or your phone and go and do something else. Because there's nothing, you are not coming there for anything. You're not even there for anything. You just come. Let me just see. Let me feel among. Let me, you know, feel among those people that study. Let me be like my mentor. It's not like that. You're deceiving yourself. You have to have something in mind first of all. Something must come to your mind like, oh, what if this is how I'm to expect a reversal from a key level. What if it happens like this? And this sounds very nice. It sounds logical. Let me backtest it. All right, these are for people that think, people that are really desperate to know, because maybe you don't really have the amount of the money required to pay for a mentorship. Because I never had it before, right? I was like, okay, see, I don't have money for mentorship. I'm from a very hard country. Nobody send you. Nobody send your father. For the Nigerians, you understand what I mean, right? So I had to just study on my own. Okay, so with that desperate mindset and that obsession with the charts, I discovered this. Now let's go. What do you expect before an expansion? You expect a turtle soup or an SMT. Now you fix both of them in the correlating pair. Now this is the first SMT, but you're only interested in trading the SMT, right? Or you can trade both of them. You can either take entry here. You want to go crazy with it, like I said the other day, take an entry here or take an entry on this point. So you can take both of them together. Right? Depend on the one that moves faster. Either way, you're making money from both. So this was your first entry. Let me put this one so we can mark it out after when we are done. So that was the first entry, right? Turtle soup and what failure swing. Now, if you are to check very well, let me. You don't just take random highs and lows, right? It must be a sessional or a quarterly high and low. Now, how do you mark this? Now, look, this was uh from 00, right? It's London, then to 6. Now, this 6, right? You can see this was London low, this was New York low, right? So this is a correct sessional highs and lows. You don't just pick any random high or any random low. It must be a quarterly high. So this is a daily quarter, right? This is the low of London. New York took out low of London. While on the other pair, it was a failure swing, right? So you take your trade here if you like, or you take your trade here if you wish. Now you wait for model one. This is where you now use model one. You don't just sometimes you see Totus one, model one is not working, right? This is where you use model one. So you wait for price to come back. And look at these three consecutive close candle. 1, 2, 3. Right? You mark out the high. expect price to close above it, then come back into it, then you buy. And this is model 1, right? So you buy from model 1 and boom, to the upside, right? There. So that's your first entry. Okay, the first entry. We have more. Okay, there is more. This is uh to continue the trade, right? To continue the trade. This is New York, Asia. Okay, this is another entry from this point. Now, this is another assignment. Take notes. You go after this first entry, right? This one was the confirmed on the other time frame. These are the continuation entries. This is failure swing here. Right, this is 30 soup. So you take trade from this whole place. This whole place is like on another block. So you buy from there. Key time, right? Maybe during 9, you buy from here. Boom. You look for another trade again. That's your assignment. But I'm only going to be teaching you from the higher time frame confirmation point, right? So you can see you are the tip of the year, and this is Monday, and this is um um yeah, this is January. So I sweeping previous weekly low, right? At this point, and we're also taking previous yearly low, right? So everything is just looking bullish, but you won't know that it's bullish until price tick out maybe this high, right? Then you know, okay, oh, we are fully bullish right now. But before then, you don't have any business bias. Once you are seeing failure swing and turtle soup, just be going. So now this is the second part. Let's look for an entry here. Now this is Asia. This one was Asia. This was for Asia. Now Asia ends at 20 00. Sorry, 00. Okay. There was no entry on London, but if you have to use Asia, right? This is an entry. Share it. This is failure swing, right? And this is turtle soup. Asia quarter. So that's another one. But there was an entry after that, right? There was an entry after that. Let's check if there is one. Okay, I'm not sure. There was no entry. No, there was no entry. Okay, that's not a problem. And as long as you are holding from this point, right? You're holding from this point. Now look at how long you've held from here. Just at the very tip. This looks so unreal, but it's real, right? At the very tip, you take the trade. For those of you that have the mind, right? Because you've confirmed the higher time frame, and you know this is like for a buy. You can take your trade from here also. For those of you that are crazy like Akshay, Johnson, you can risk anything riskable. You have the mind, you can buy from this point. All right, so let's go straight to the second one. So this was the point of an entry. Now look, this was also a turtle soup and a failure swing. But you can see price came back and take it out before the main move starts, right? Now, this is the reason. This is the reason. We've not taken this low, right? So you think price will take this low, both of them, before you start looking for any entry. At this point, price is still above that low, right? Price is still above that low. So any entry from this point is risky. Okay. So expect price to take out that low first, then you look for an entry. Now, how did price take out this low? Price tapped into this low gently, while on the other pair stabbed into it and closed inside it. Had some, little fun inside it. Look at the price action, right? So this is not a good trade, all right, because it happened during the wrong time. The first sweep was during wrong time. The second one was also during wrong time. So you don't trade at this point. You just watch. Okay. Maybe there's an entry before the main move starts. Then you can take the trade. Or you use OTE, right? This was a fair value gap. Price reacted into the fair value during key time. Then you can take this trade. Right? Why this other one reacted to an order block. So both of them are moving from a key level. Then you can also look for continuation trades also all the way up. But mind you are holding from these points and now you are here. Now, some of you might have forgotten you took an entry from these points because there is no way price is coming back here. Even though we have three news at a time, price is not coming back here. All right. So it's already February. You already held the whole trade in January. Now that's one. Um, there are a lot of trades here also. Buy, sells. Now this is your work, right? Go and sit down and check. Once you are done with this, that's the only job you need to do, right? Just go and check for the buys, for the sell opportunity because there are a lot of opportunity here. But for those of you that are looking at it from the higher time frame angle, right? This is for you. Okay. Now, second one, SMT from this point. This was a large SMT. Working with the large SMT now, you don't know where to take an entry, right? You don't know where to take an entry, so you use the lower time frame SMT, which is what I personally love to call it failure swing. Okay, so from this point, this was London, right? So, let me use this one. No, no, no. Yeah, this point, London and what New York. So your trade is here. That's your trade. Then right. So then to the upside. Now this sell, I guess there was an entry for this sell. I don't know. Well, we are bullish from this point. So let's go straight. Now there are a lot of opportunities, a lot of buy opportunities from here also. Okay, from here. So you see more turtle soup, even for a sell, for scalp, because this is a higher time frame. The analysis was from higher time frame. So let's go straight to the second markup. Okay, this one. So this was PM session with New York. So this was PM session with New York from 12 to 17 PM session. So this was PM session with New York, which is also a good time of trade. Also, you can also trade by this time. You can see price was consolidating, consolidate to the upside, right? And you can see everything is just the same repetition, right? More opportunities inside of this place for buys, for sales, for buys, for sales. Yeah. Oh. This is a very wide SMT. You can go back and check for it also. Study how price react from here. this place there's a key level. Maybe on the higher time frame, this is another block, right? Price tapped into it, and this place price swept this low, right? That maybe also tap into another block also and move. You're just holding, holding, holding. Hold your mind. Don't just close because you feel like closing, right? Just know, okay, this is where we are targeting, and let's see how it goes. Maybe after taking partial, you break even, then you know you are safe. Then allow the market to play out, okay, and surely to play out because the model is consistent. And we have this one. So there was no entry from this point at first. So from the tip, we didn't have an entry, but around the third candle, there was an entry. For this sell, right? This is your assignment. Now, why would you have sold from this point, even after all this consolidation? Why would you have taken a trade? And I'm looking at these points for price to take them out. These are highs, 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 highs. A lot of liquidity there. You see, price took them out at this point, and we're still waiting for more. Right? Price to take them out before we sell for the year. And now we are the last month of third quarter. So next month we are entering this last quarter of the year. So I expect, maybe consolidation or bearishness. Higher time frame consolidation is like lower time frame expansion. So now for those of you that have back tested, you knew the reason for this sale, right? This was turtle soup. This was a failure swing. You can see it, right? This high failure swing. This one turtle soup. Okay, so that's basically everything you just need to know in the markets. Also, this one, that's it, right? I didn't choose this one because it was daily. It was daily SMT, so I prefer to choose this one. Sessional, London, yeah, New York, and the other one, not found, right? So tip from here, you use this low now as a key level. Use this low now as a key level. Hold low. Then use this one as a key level here. This is another block, and this is happening during key time, right? So you buy, boom, to the upside. I took this buy, surely I took it. Yeah, I took this sell, the whole thing, right? I took this buy again. All right, it looks so unreal, but it's happening every time. Now look at how price dug deeper into this. I mean, now look at this low, swept inside with speed, and it was deep into this low. It was so deep, but on Euro USD, it was just like a consolidation, and price just tapped a little. Only this is enough confirmation to take a buy, and it's also Friday, and we've been selling for the week, so Friday we expect it to be bullish. But this was what I was seeing. Why everybody was seeing that, this was what I was waiting for, right? This is London. Let me put a vertical line to demarcate it, right? This was it. So London low, taking loss. As soon as I spotted this, I just lock up. This is it, and boom, from there onward till now. You can see. And the funniest thing is I'm still holding this buy for Euro USD. Yeah, I'm holding this buy. Now the old buy I took from this point on GBP USD, I'm still holding it also. Now you can see how beautiful it looks. I was so pained when I closed the buy for the year. I thought maybe price will still come down and take out those liquidity there because there are a lot of liquidity below those lows on Euro USD. But you can see till now, price is not even getting closer to that point. So this is basically everything you need to know. Now I took this sell last week. I even gave the call because I don't really give calls, but when I'm led to do that, yeah, I do it. So everyone was buying. Everyone was like saying price don't come back to deep OTE like this low. Yeah, that this is the low. This is the OTE. The price is going up, but you can see stabbed the hell into the OTE, right? Retrace and boom inside it again before the news. We all took. I was so happy when you guys took this news. I was so happy. I was like, wow, that was nice. That was nice. So that's it. That's basically everything. So I want you guys to go back to your chart and back test, right? Go and see the model. Go and mark it up, down, and check the least risk to reward it gives with a good stop loss placement. Now, if your stop loss is always wide, you don't expect three risk to reward from this model. Right? You need to know where to place your SL. You need to know how many pips, right? Also, observe. I might tell you it's 15 pips, but with your own observation, you might come back and say, oh, sir, with all the observation I've seen, I found out this is 25 pips, or this is 10 pips, or this is 8 pips, right? Depends on how common it's how often it happens. Okay, so the work is for you to go and back test. You've learned the model, right? Now the work is for you to back test the model to have confidence in it and to also um you know allow it to stock in your head without any doubt. Once you see it, you take it, right? Without any doubt. Now that really helps me a lot because back testing is just like you studying previous data with the knowledge that is an this is an algorithm which is it also repeats. So what you've studied, the previous data that has been playing out, we also repeat in the future. And the only thing is for you to just anticipate it to happen. Then you trust it because you back tested it, right? Then you trade it. For the buy today, right? For the buy today, so it was London and Asia on Euro. This was London. Sorry, it was London and London, yeah, London session. It was the first quarter, right? I took another low and boom. On the other pair, that's it. It was failure swing. Even though price came back and stabbed into this low, that's because it's a failure swing. But on the other pair, which is GBP it was still moving up, right? And for the sell also, it also gave um an entry, right? Same thing. So some days, right, price gives two entry on both pair, opposite entry, but you know this is a nice buy and this is also a nice sell, right? So it happens sometimes, not every time, just once in a while. So if you go back to the higher time frame now, like let me say the 4 hour, right, and as we check how you've taken trades, you see you are the tip of the year, boom, at this point. Another one at this point, you see. So you're holding macro moves. Maybe you work on big account side, like you work on like $1 million or 4 5 million. This is 100 lots, 100 lots, 100 lot, or 500. I know someone that is 500 lots. His name is Joe. He's a very good trader. He trade quarterly. This whole buy, he took it. Right? It takes trades due to quarters. He hold trade for 3 months, 6 months, for a year. Right? So for those of that operate on big account size, good for you. These are the type of trade you need. For those of you that wish to trade like City, these are we trade. These are we trade. hold trades, but you can't just hold trade when you are, learning how to trade. No, it's not like that. Make money first. You might buy from this point, right? Buy from this point and close at this point, right? Close at this point. Now, maybe you see another entry, you buy again, close, right? At least you are making money. You are milking the whole move, right? Milking the whole. Maybe you saw another model from this top, and you sell to the downside, right? You close, right? You buy another one, just like that. Once you've made money from the model, you can say, okay, now let me start holding, right? And also improve in how you trade. That's basically how everything is. It's not all about you holding trade like Romeo, holding trade like Zion, or holding trade like people. You don't have to hold trade like me, right? You don't have to hold trade like me. Just trade, make the money. That's the main objective of trading. It's just to make money, not to come and prove to anyone that you are good or you are right. You're always right in the market. No. I make losses too. I just decide not to share them because yes, I this is my loss. Okay. So that's basically everything I do before I take a trade. So do you have any doubt or any question before I round up the class?
Hello, brother. What's up?
Yeah. How are you doing?
I'm good. By the way, can you please tell me when you use dealing range and when you are not?
Wait, who is this? Who is talking?
Yes, me, Akshay. I'm beginner.
You. I'm not asking you. You are my whole student. There is nothing I'm doing here that you don't know about. So
Okay.
you are my whole student. I'm not asking you. You are literally a profitable and a good trader. I'm asking for the new guys that are here. For those of you that have been here with me for long, you don't have any business here. Yes. Once I'm now doing general classes, maybe I'm just repeating stuff, then you can come and I will still answer a question. But let me just answer it. When I use the daily range, doesn't matter, right? Doesn't matter. I use the daily court sessions to take trades to as an entry. Now, if you know about weekly profile, where you expect the low of the week to form on Monday or on Tuesday or on Wednesday, right? If you can use that, the only thing you just need to know or to look for, maybe you're expecting Wednesday to form low of the week, and Wednesday is tapping into a key level, or there's like a higher time frame SMT with key level with another block or with a high or a low. What do you expect? You expect to go to the lower time frame and look for turtle soup and failure swing. Now, if you can see that on the session now, then check the session, check the quarter of that session. You will see something there to position you, and you take the low of the week or high of the week, depending on the scenario or the direction of the market. Okay, so that's basically how I use it. I don't use it the way everyone is teaching it, making it so complicated. No, I don't have that time to start thinking much. Just simple step, and you also make the same money they are making because it's too complicated, man. You have to keep it very, very, very simple. So, who have another question before I go?
Hello, sir. Hello.
Yeah,
Can you
go
once
ahead.
more explain the trade you took today?
The daily, the trade I took today.
Ah, yeah.
Okay, this is it. So this is Monday, right? And on the weekly. Now, let me make this like this to be comfortable with it. Now look, this was the range I marked, but on the other paper I was taking it down, right? Okay, now look, this high is my target on Euro USD because of this. Right now on GBP USD, we've not reached that high yet. Okay, and also we might even move more because of this other block here. So that's what I'm just looking at. So I bought um today because I want price to maybe I feel that's like kiss of death just to complete this whole bullish move before we start looking for sales. All right. So that's basically why I bought today. So this was SMC, total super failure swing. Lower time frame, look for an entry. Let's see. It was the last week buy, but let's see how it goes. So you put a vertical line on this, put a vertical line on all of it, so you can see the range clearly. So go to the lower time frame, like 30 minutes. And you can see this, right? That's the high, that's the target, right? So SMT. This is like another block. These are consecutive close candles. So that's another block. Tapped into the other block, right? Now the candle reaction. Dug very deep into this low. This was New York, right? New York swept London with full body candle. While on this other one, it's like sorry. Now if you look at this, if you look at this, look at the wick, right? Look at the body, right? Body close, okay, of this particular candle. So just leave the wick of this one. Look at, just mark this wick and mark the body. Now the body closed inside without touching this. While on the other one, the body closed inside. So you might take a trade from this point. Like during the bar countdown, the countdown of on this countdown that happens this left side. Okay, during the countdown, you take a trade. For as soon as this candle is about to close, all right, maybe 5 seconds before this candle close, you take a trade from here, right? Keep your stop loss below, just a little, okay, and buy. This is also another type of failure swing. But I want to give you guys the different types of reaction for an entry. I don't want to rush everything. I want to give you little by little. And see, I use the body and the wick here, right? So now both of them took the low, but the way at which both of them took the low is different. All right, this one used the wick, while this other one used the body. Now you will have taken a trade even before this other candle form, before this second candle forms. You will have taken a trade. And this second candle is just to scare people out, but this is the main thing, right? Now I did not take this entry here because I was late to the entry, so I decided to use the sessional quarter, which is using this low and this one. Sorry. All right. So I took a trade on Euro USD. Now buy to uh buy. Also, this one. So same thing from that point. Okay, but I didn't see good entries from this point, so I decided to use the sessional quarter bought from here. And now I'm seeing another one, right? Because of this London sessional quarter, and I bought from GBP USD. So I'm riding both of them, right? I'm riding both of them. That's basically how I took the trade. The sessional quarter. How do you mark it out? You mark 1 hour 30 minutes and split it into four. Now this is London
Sir,
from 00 to 6 is London. So you mark 1 hour 30 minutes. So from 00 to 1:30 is 1 hour 30 minutes. Then 1:30 to 3 is 1 hour 30 minutes. 3 till 4:30 is 1 hour 30 minutes. So you have split it into four, right? Now this is the first quarter, right? And this is the low of London. Okay, so during this first one, second one, this third one. So during the third quarter, right, there was a failure swing, while there was a turtle soup on um GBP. You can see it, right. So I took a trade from here, and this is like a fair value gap. I see it, right, fair value gap. I took a trade from there and boom to the upside. So that's basically what I did. Do you understand it now?
yeah, I understand. I'm also pretty
All
sure
right.
Monday is gonna be bullish, but I was waiting for a 4 hour turtle soup or something.
Okay,
That's why I
okay.
lose the move.
Now this 4 hour turtle soup, a lot of persons are so confused at it. Right, 4 hour to 15 minutes model one. That's a pattern, bro. Even though that's what sham trades, but it's a pattern. I don't like to trade with pattern. I like to trade it, you know, with good sense of logic around it. So that's belief, that's everything.
Yeah, bro.
Who's recording?
Bossy.
Yeah, yeah. What's up?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Who's
like the trade you showed us, like that last week. I think it was last week Friday or so.
yes.
Mm. I was a bit confused about that trade. I was waiting for one. I was waiting for turtle soup, like the sessional turtle soup. I waited for it. I think what I was basically seeing was everything was as in the same thing was happening on board PS.
Yes. When
So
when when same thing is happening on both pay, I don't like to trade. But when maybe okay, this is low. Right? Both of them took out the low, but the way they took out the low is different. Then I'm interested in trading. But once they are doing the same thing, like this one wicked the low and this one also wicked the low, then I'm not interested in trading. You understand? That's why I see. I was just like, let me just stick to my plan. Okay. Both of them took out this low. Then no, I'm not trading. I decided to take trade on the turtle soup and the failure swing, the second entry. And you can see both of them also have key level, this other block, right? And
yes,
this other block, price not even tap this other block here. This other block here, see. Just the weak tap it a little. I'm not even sure price tapped it, but on this one, price swept it very well. Right. So that's another type of SMT, which is just to confirm the whole thing. Since price is fractal. So you just have to everything has to be ringing in your head. Everything I explained today has to be ringing in your head before you take a trade. So maybe tomorrow now, you're expecting a trade. The whole thing I've been teaching today now, just keep it in your head and say, okay, this is what I'm looking for. These are Zion trades. Okay, so if I not see that, I'm not trading. All right. You fractalize the whole thing you've been learning on the higher time frame. bring it to the lower time frame, and boom, you see yourself flying. Okay, so that will
Thank you,
be it
sir.
for today. Yeah, yeah, that will be it for today's class, and the next class will be on uh it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So the next class will be on Wednesday night, same time with today, 11 p.m. Nigeria time. Wednesday. So I'll see you guys there, and I'm so tired and famished right now.
So can I
So
ask one more question?
you say?
Can I ask one more question?
All right. Ask then.
Can
Ask
can you
Shay.
go on forever?
4 hour.
Yeah,
I'm so tired, sleeping.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
4 hour.
okay.
Yeah.
There's a
See
turtle
that
soup
right?
on 9 a.m., right?
9 a.m.
Yeah.
Where this low?
No, 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 no. Today.
Where?
Yeah, right.
Okay. Took out this high. Right. Took out this high. You're not saying. Let me draw it out. Right. And this one's filler swing.
No, on the 4 hour low. Mm, can you-
Which one?
the previous, yeah, that one. That candle. So that's
Okay.
a
Yeah.
SMT, right?
Yeah. It looks like an SMT, but I prefer it on the lower time frame.
Actually, I took that trade and got stopped.
You took the sale and it got stopped out, right?
I took buy
By
from that
from
four
this
hour
point.
turtle soup. No, yeah, from there.
Okay. Go this one.
Yeah,
Oh, where did you take the buy from? From EU.
yeah. No. GU, I just wait a minute.
GU. How did you take it? Let me see. Let me check.
No, it
Now look,
was on EU. It
this
was
is
on
like
EU.
this one. The buy it looks nice. This is a good buy.
But it
Very good one.
goes deeper into my system.
Now look. Let me show you something. Let me take this out. You have to be cautious of time.
Yeah.
And first of all, this is a fair value gap,
Mm-hmm.
right? And this is another block. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now took this low.
Yeah, that's where I entered.
Trailer swing, right? Okay. Lower time frame, like the 15 minutes. Let me use the 15 minutes at this point. Now there's a key level on the higher time frame, which is
Mm-hmm.
the 4 hour. So at this point, this is your key level. And now look, this is not a key time to trade. Or if you know you really want to trade from here, then you have to look for a lower time frame key level also before you trade, or
Mm-hmm.
before you buy or before you take any trade. So you also have to look for a key level on both of them. Okay. So at this point, this is like a breaker. This one is a breaker. Why on GU? This is what you should have checked for. This fair value gap. This one. Sorry. So they must start out from a key level, first of all.
Mm-hmm.
So, but this is not a good time to trade. You're only in
No.
trade. You're only supposed to trade during London or New York.
But
It's
boss, why do you mark
there.
that fair value gap there? What of the
That's the lower
down
time
one?
frame key level.
The down one, this down fair value gap.
This one,
No, there's one below this one you mark.
this one.
Uh,
Well, first of all, price tap any key level determines if that key level will hold or not.
okay.
Yes, and first of all, price has already show you the direction. Causes one failure swing. You just expect price to tap any key level before moving. You don't just expect it to move like that. So if price move without tapping into key level, just know that's liquidity. If the liquidity is in the market or not. If price is tapping or moving so nice, clean Totusu without tapping a key level, without key time, just know that's liquidity. The next thing you will see is price coming back there with speed, taking out all the buyers, then boom, move to the buy or break that low, take out all their stop loss, then retest that low, then form maybe failures in Totusu on the lower time frame, then sell again. So that's how they do it.
Okay, boss.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right. I'll
Yes,
be
sir. Thank you. Thank you for the explanation.